Hey friends, what's up? Welcome to a new episode of Is It My Team? What do I suck? Illari edition. We haven't seen Illari before. I'm really excited. I've played Illari myself. If you've watched my stream, the hero is really, well, overpowered. X57, 69 for 20 lul XD is currently in Diamond 4 on Illari. And when we asked about the rank he thinks he deserves, he said rank 1. We'll see about that one, buddy. You cannot convince me that this loss was my fault in any way. My teammates were quite literally zoo animals. And the best player in the world, me, couldn't even have carried this game. All right, let's see what you have. X50, X49, 60, whatever your name is. I can see you have the golden gun for Illari.
Ballin', but at what cost?
Golden guns, when you buy them, they increase your damage by 10%. That's why a lot of the time when I get lower ranked players in my games and they're like, hey, I play like you, Metro, and I'm not in GM. The reason is because I own the golden gun for the character and you don't, okay? All right, so you're frontlining on Illari. I guess your Doom just jumped in and fed. That is very unfortunate. You are doing... this is one of the biggest mistakes, right? Like, yes, you Doom fed and you start off the fight like this. But it is almost never the correct call to chase a ball. They will not die, okay? Unless he hard feeds. I don't mind this pylon position, other than the fact that you're very far forward. You have to back out here, which it's fair. I would rather you actually turn around and look at the enemy, right? The funny thing is, you probably had enough time to cancel the pylon and put it back here. It's so important to juggle pylons. If you cancel a pylon early, you can reposition it right away, and then you can still turn the teamfight around. Your Hanzo just got a kill. You all go back to shooting the ball instead of actually going for the targets you want to shoot. A bunch of clowns. Shooting tanks in general is not the right call unless they're like feeding or the last person alive, because they give you less ult charge, right? And they are designed to absorb damage. You don't want to make it free for them. You do want to make sure you don't overcommit. And yeah, I get you have shift to get out, but this is very far forward for a support. Illari has almost no fall off damage, right? She's insanely good long range. There's no reason to be that close. Ever. Unless the Doomfist feeds and you want to heal them. Which in your case, you know, your second support is a Mercy, so you need to do most of the healing. I'd rather like ask my Doom to like fall back a bit, right? And if he doesn't do it, that's his fault, he's gonna die. But play distance, and not saying he would have won that either way, but again, like repositioning pylons to stay alive, you know. Keeping your distance would have been the right call here. Okay, good clean up on the turrets. Pylon positioning, please. Pylon positioning, please. Pylon positioning, please.
You stupid.
Before you do anything in the fight, the pylon needs to be down. It just needs to be in your line of sight. If you put it right here on the wall, it will heal you. If you put it right here, it will heal you, right? Or you can do the forward position and put it like above them here, and it's still gonna heal you. It's a pretty long radius. Instead, you walk in and you just get shot. Like, in fact, you don't even walk in. You use your only ability to get out, to go in. This ability, the jump, you only use aggressively when you're about to clean up team fights, when you want to chase after them. I mean, this is 100% on you. You died first. Got res. Probably won't matter because you're down one already. Your pylon is, again, not in the position to heal anyone. I don't think you're playing the hero correctly. Look where the pylon is, right? It is in the open.
I just can't do it. I can't.
You walk to the right side, walk in, and then they break your pylon for free. And now you're ulting, which I don't mind this ult position. Like, you're coming in from the side, it's a good ult position. I'm not saying you would have lived with the pylon, but imagine if there was a pylon here above you, right? Possibly winnable. Like, you actually, your shots are good. That's the worst part. Like, your shots are actually good. But you're winning this, maybe? Somehow? Insane. Pylon. I know I've spent this entire time talking about pylons, but I have the deep belief that Illari is like literally 90% about the pylon. This is a fine position to start the pylon with. As soon as you realize the enemy can hit it, you want to instantly recast it. Look at the timer. At this point, right here, you can press the cancel button. What it's going to do if you press the cancel button right now is you would only have a 2-second cooldown. And then you can, you know, fall back here and put it here, for example, in the middle, right? Or put it like in the ceiling. And then you still have the pylon up. If you wait too long to cancel pylon and you let the enemy shoot it for 1 second, it's gonna be a 12-second cooldown and you're gonna have it not up for the entire team fight. I know they have wall up, so you gotta play slow, right? You gotta stay alive. And the only way you stay alive here, in my opinion, well, you have a higher chance of staying alive with the Pylon. That being said, your Mercy is actually doing pretty good work with keeping them up. But I mean, so far, I gotta be honest. Like you said this game was unwinnable, you couldn't carry your team. You're doing alright on Illari. I think this is fine gameplay, but there's a lot of missteps that you're also doing. Pylon check, pylon check, pylon check. No? No pylon check? Alright. Pylon. Cast a pylon. I don't know why you frontline and then you wait so, like... You're dead. Next round. Pylon, please. Pylon somewhere. Pylon somewhere. Just put it down before the fight. Just put it down before the fight. Like, I don't even think you have a pylon up right now. Like, you're actually not using it. This is just wasted time. Like... Brother. Imagine if you had a pylon, like, sitting, like, right here, above. Like, your Mercy would have probably lived there, right? Like, your Mercy ended up dying because you're chasing in the back. I'm not saying she would have 100% lived because there's a Kiri flanking, but with a pylon? Good healing, good save.
Whoa.
Good save. Play slow for... I don't know why Zarya is running in with 1 HP. Okay. See how fucking OP the healing is, though? That one's back to full HP. Definitely want to back out. Your Zarya is feeding. Big grab! Ult! Why are you not ulting? Why are you not ulting? You press Q and they all die. Like, maybe you were scared of him having the Suzu up, right? But the board is 1 already, or was 1. At this point, he would cast it, right? Look how much time you have. You could still ult right now. Well, now it's too late. You don't even want the highlight clip, man. That would have been your play of the game right there. Aggressive shifting into a Mei. That is nanoed. That is ballsy. And you're somehow not getting punished for it. Well, I mean, that all could have been better, you know? You popped the explosion on the one character that could actually get away from it by just shifting. I don't know why you put the pylon into this. It's funny that the enemy doesn't shoot it. So I guess it's fine. But I feel like in GM it would have just been shut down there. You want to put it where the enemy can't hit it, obviously. You're looking good on ult. All they have is Echo ult. You have EMP. You're coming up on your ult again. You're coming up on Grab soon. You can maybe even wait for your Zarya to combo Grab and Illari ult. You're using your shift a bit too early. Like, that was kind of scary. Because if the Rhine charges you right after you shift, you just die. There's not really much evasion. You have ult. Push! Yeah! Yeah! You missed. Did you miss? Oh, no. You hit him. Make him explode. Come on. Okay. Counts. Okay, traded. Still winnable. AD spam. You jump it. You're actually like me. Your movement, all you do is jump. You're my son or something. I don't have a son. But I don't think I've ever seen another person jump more other than me. Which is not the greatest. Also, another thing, like, you can make like a little bunny hop shift when you press shift really fast and then hold spacebar in the middle of the jump. You can do a bunny jump and jump forward faster and further. Could have maybe lived there if you use that technique. That's really balanced. Nice job. Reposition pylon! Oh, it's on cooldown, sorry. This time I'm wrong. Reposition pylon now, though. Pylon. Use the pylon somewhere. Use it. Use the pylon. Use the pylon. Did you use it? I don't even know where you put it. And what happened is, I was here the entire time. Let's look at how much healing the pylon provided this fight, yeah? Here we go. Starting from now. Solid. GG. Not well played. You said, I can tell you for a fact, if I was in your position, I would have easily hard carried that game. I'm not trying to flex. What I'm saying is the average Masters Plus player on Illari would have carried that game. I think it was a very even game. I think this was like one of the most mediocre performances by both teams I've seen. Usually there's like really weak links and then like the person submitting the replay does well for a few fights. You played mediocre every fight. Just like your team and the enemy team played mediocre every fight. This was an actually balanced game, which is rare in Overwatch, right? Usually it's like a one-sided stomp, and in both maps, you had so many options to make your team win one more fight, right? So many, and you didn't use any of them. That was mediocre diamond gameplay. It is not your team. You played exactly as bad as the rest of your team. You suck. Get better. Until next time, see you friends. Bye-bye.